Hello everyone, welcome to the DPB podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Mondis with DisneyPinsBlog.com, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world. This is episode number 125 for the week of March 26, 2018.
Welcome to the Disney Pins Blog Podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I have my good friend Jen with me this week.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Doing well.
Thanks for joining. Guys, if I sound a little weird, I am under the weather still, getting over this cold. I've had it for a week now, and I'm all congested. How's life in Orlando, Jen?
Living it up. The weather has varied significantly. It was like 85, and then this morning it was like 45, so Florida.
Jeez.
But it was beautiful. The weather's been beautiful the last few days, so can't complain about that.
Nice. Well, at least you didn't get any snow.
That is true. Only if Queen Elsa makes it. That's the only time we get snow. Yes. Did you get snow?
Yeah, we actually just got our last, I think it's our last pounding of snow.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, for the season. It was, I don't know, a couple days ago. We got about 10 inches to a foot. So that was annoying. But I think it's done now. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
That's horrible.
Yeah. All right, guys, we have a light week for pin news. There wasn't too much craziness in the pin community. First, we'll start off with housekeeping, of course. Our Instagram giveaway ended, and we have another giveaway now. 2 milestone giveaways. We had our one for the Instagram 20K followers, which
That's so many.
It's nuts. I just can't believe it. And then we have the one that's live right now, this week only. It's the 5K YouTube subscriber giveaway, which, nuts. 2 big milestones. And
Awesome.
Yeah, very grateful. Thank you guys for following along with Disney Pins Blog for all these years. Really appreciate it. So that's live now. If you guys want to enter, hit up DisneyPinsBlog.com and click on the giveaways tab. All right, I think that's it for housekeeping. Let's get right into the pin news. First, we're going to start off with PopMinded by Hallmark. I never heard of this company until this past week. Yeah, it's apparently it's a entity of Hallmark. I knew Hallmark.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, PopMinded. Yeah, I knew Hallmark has done pins in the past. They do those itty bitty pins.
Yeah.
And they make these exclusive enamel pins for Comic-Con events.
That's cool.
Yeah, they had some releases for the Emerald City Comic-Con, which was, I think, earlier this month. And then they have a couple coming up for the big one, the San Diego Comic-Con. And then later this year, the New York Comic-Con. They're going to have a booth there, PopMinded. They have one for Black Panther, Deadpool, Thanos, Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then there is a Star Wars pin set. And these kind of look like 8-bit characters.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's like very retro. But yeah, they're cool collectible pins. And they're pretty exclusive because you can only get them at 2018 Comic-Con events. All right, next we're going to head over to PreMark. They've been pumping out the pin sets over there in the UK.
And they have good merchandise too, like clothes.
I've never been to a PreMark, but I heard they have nice products.
I bought it on the eBay. And it is a rain jacket.
Ooh.
It's a Mickey Mouse rain jacket. And it's a funny story how I found it. When I worked at Disney's Hollywood Studios, a lady walked by and had on this rain jacket. And I said, "Where did you get it?" And she said, "The UK." And I said, "Oh, that's cool." So then I did a wide-scale search on the eBay to find the rain jacket. And then I found it. And then I ordered it from the eBay. And it's like Mickey heads on it. And like the top, when you put it on, it's got like a Mickey ears on the top. It's really cute.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. I wish they would release some of these pins in America, but they are they're still exclusive to the UK. They're emoji style pins. This is another continuation of it. And this one features Mickey and friends. You have Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, Pluto, and Goofy. 6 pins on this pin set, and the retail price is just £3. And there's other pins in this collection. There's Beauty and the Beast, Alice in Wonderland, and then another Mickey and Minnie pin set. All right, next we'll head over to Tokyo Disney Resort.
Ooh.
Jen's favorite. You're going there
the
soon.
best place in the world. 46 days.
Oh, the countdown is on.
Thank God.
They are celebrating their 35th anniversary, I believe.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. And they just came out with a Easter pin. This one features Mickey and Minnie being very festive on it.
They call it Fashionable Easter.
Really?
Yes.
They are really fashionable, I'll tell you.
They are.
The back of this pin is the shape of an egg. It's a pin-on-pin design. It says Disney's Easter 2018, and then the bottom reads Tokyo Disney Sea. I think we'll have one for Tokyo Disneyland, but that one hasn't been released yet.
From what I've found out from my people on the inside, a.k.a. people who are from Japan, they said that since Tokyo Disneyland is celebrating their 35th anniversary this year, that will be all of that merch, and they're not going to get specific Easter merchandise. Because normally they would have their fashionable Easter celebration at Tokyo Disneyland. Yeah. Now, this may change, but from the information I have thus far, their 35th anniversary happens around the same time as Easter. So that's why Tokyo Disney Sea has all the Easter stuff, and then Tokyo Disneyland will have all the 35th anniversary stuff.
Got it.
So
okay.
So much stuff for me to buy. Thank God.
Well, thanks for the tip there. I didn't know that because I was waiting for a Tokyo Disneyland Easter pin because I was looking at last year's post and I knew there was one. So yeah, good to know. Cool.
I think that's true. We'll see.
Yeah, it seems legit.
Yeah.
All right, next we're gonna head over to Mickey's of Glendale. They have another WDI pin release. This is the Character Clusters pin set number 3. There are 6 pins being released on a Monday, March 26th at 10 a.m. for Disney cast members only, and then the remaining pins will be available on the Mickey's of Glendale website on Wednesday, March 28th. The pins include the Aristocats, Robin Hood, the Fox and the Hound, the Black Cauldron, the Great Mouse Detective, and Oliver and Company.
Those are really cute.
It's another great set from the Character Clusters series. Those are all limited edition of $250. Retail price is $22.95. And the first set of these was released at the Mickey's of Glendale pop-up shop in Orlando back in November. I was actually able to get the first release, so that was cool.
What's your favorite out of this set?
Probably the Aristocats.
Mine is the Great Mouse Detective.
I
love the Great Mouse Detective.
Yeah. They're all throwbacks. All
they
old
are.
School.
See, like this is like the Aristocats, Robin Hood, Great Mouse Detective, and Oliver and Company. Those are ones that I was like really into. Fox and the Hound, not so much, and the Black Cauldron I've seen once, and it's very strange.
I've never seen the Black Cauldron.
No offense, Disney, in that time period, but it was a strange movie. Wow. And a really scary villain named the Horned King.
Oh yeah,
I've seen super scary.
Yeah, we're actually giving him away right now in our Instagram giveaway.
He's so scary.
He looks scary.
Like he looks like legit a villain.
Is he scarier than Chernabog?
I feel like Chernabog is just sort of like there, but he's in Fantasia, so it's not like
Chernabog's pretty scary though.
He's scary, but like the Horned King has like a whole part in this movie, and I don't know. I just think he's really scary.
I need to see this.
You need to see it. It's just very different than many other Disney movies that maybe you've seen before. So go in with an open mind.
All right. That's fair. All right, next we're heading into Disney Parks in America. We're going to start off with another cast member pin release. This is the 2018 Movie Anniversary Collection, and I think this is my favorite release so far.
It's cute.
This is the Peter Pan 65th Anniversary pin, designed by my friend Chris Roman. He was on the podcast last week, so check that podcast out if you want to learn about the Disney pin design process. It was an interesting one. But this one popped up at Company D on March 21st, 2018 at Disneyland. I don't believe it's been released at Walt Disney World yet. I had some people tell me they couldn't find it at Walt Disney World. And I know Disneyland gets their releases sometimes a little bit earlier than the East Coast. But this one is a limited edition of 750. And cast member exclusive. I really like this one with the dangle element on it. I think it's so cool.
It's pretty. Good colors.
Yeah, very, very bright and vibrant.
Yeah.
I like that. Before we get into the new pin releases this week, I just want to mention a couple open edition pins that were released last week at Disney parks. One of the more popular ones was the snowman from the Pixar short Knick Knack. I really love that pin. It popped up over at Disneyland. We included that in the weekly pin post last week. If you guys check that out often on the website, I'm constantly updating it throughout the week whenever new open edition pins are released. So yeah, that was the popular one, that Knick Knack pin. There was another open edition pin featuring Chip and Dale, and they have movable heads.
And they're like heads move.
Yeah, they bobble back and forth. That's cool. There was a cruise control pin featuring Cruise from Cars 3, the yellow car, number 51. And there was also a new open edition pin for the Grand Californian Hotel at Disneyland Resort. It looks like a really nice looking pin. It's kind of like stained glass and has a big tree in the center of it, like a big pine tree. So yeah, nice new open edition pins there. All right, time for the new pin releases this week at Disney parks. First, we're going to start off with Disneyland. We have the next pin of the month for the Windows of Evil collection. This one features Hades, limited edition of 2000. And I think the retail price on that is $16.99. Those are pretty popular, those Windows of Evil pin.
Yeah. Hades is good, too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think they sell out pretty quickly at Disneyland, like within a day or two, those Windows of Evil pins. So, yeah, solid collection on the West Coast. And then for both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, we have the Baymax pin for Doctor's Day 2018.
Yeah, so
that's a really cool pin. That's limited edition of 2000. And the retail price of that's probably going to be around $15 or $16.99. And both of these are going to be released this Thursday, March 29th. All right, so that's going to do it for the pin news this week. Now it's time for a Disney Pin Chat.
Hard to believe that it's almost time for it to be summer again.
I know.
We just did Christmas. And where I live, inside the Magic Kingdom, from November 2nd through January 10th, it's Christmas. So it was Christmas for a really long time, and it was Halloween from August 25th through November 1st. So basically the year is split into not Halloween and Christmas, and then Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah.
So like summer is coming quick, and before summer's over, it'll be Halloween again.
It really is.
Halloween starts like August 17th this year.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, they just announced the dates for that.
It's crazy.
It is. It's wild.
I mean, and I love the Halloween party, though. Don't get me wrong.
Me too.
I love working at the Halloween party. I love going to the Halloween party. It is just so much fun.
Yeah, I love the parade. Oh.
I love all the costumes. I love the music loop.
The music,
I love everything about it.
Ooh.
And listen, I jam to that music, too. Because I'll be working to the front of the park like, it's Halloween, Halloween, everybody. But we're not here to talk about Halloween. It's almost time.
It's almost time for that.
Memorial Day weekend, which traditionally is the kickoff to the summer season.
Right. So for Disney Pin Chat this week, we're going to be talking about the incredible summer at Walt Disney World and all of the Pixar happenings at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Jen and
So much Pixar.
So much Pixar. We think this is basically the summer of Pixar. You know, last year we focused on, Pandora opening. That was the main focus. Then we had D23 Expo. But this year is Pixar everything. We got Pixar Pier out at Disneyland, Toy Story Land at Walt Disney World. So yeah, Jen and I just kind of talk about some of the happenings and what we're most excited about. So for the incredible summer at Walt Disney World, there's going to be lots of dance parties happening.
So many dance parties. You can dance.
Donald Duck at Animal Kingdom.
Superheroes.
Superheroes at Tomorrowland, at the Magic Kingdom. There's a really cool Disney H2O Glow Nights at Typhoon
That does
Lagoon.
look really cool.
This is a hard-ticketed event, $55 a person. And starting, I think, June 21st through August 11th, you'll be able to hit up Typhoon Lagoon at nighttime, I believe. And I'm sure they'll have other cool things happening during that event.
That's neat. I think that'll be fun.
Totally. It's going to be great. We got Toy Story Land opening on, of course, June 30th. I will be there for opening day. Jen hopefully is going to be coming.
Oh, yeah. I'll get off of work at some point, and I'll come. I mean, I'll be there.
You got to come over.
Of course. That's my home park. I 100%.
Yeah.
Because I remember when they were just starting to knock down some of the backstage areas, and the Slinky Dog coaster was a pile of dirt. And now it's, grown, and all the little details look really cute as to what they're, I think little kids are really going to enjoy it. And people who grew up with the Toy Story movies are going to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to give a lot of life to Hollywood studios, which I think is awesome.
Oh, I totally agree. Toy Story is one of my favorite Pixar films, so it's going to be fun to, step foot into that new land. I'm sure they've done a great job with it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm really excited for, of course, the pin releases. We did get some leaked images of the new Toy Story pins that are coming out. I'm not going to post them until Disney officially does.
Yeah, you don't want to take away from it.
Yeah. So I'm kind of holding on to those. And then, of course, they're just open edition pins. There's going to be limited edition pins for the new land coming.
Of course.
We don't have any of those yet, so that's all going to be a surprise. I'm assuming it's going to follow kind of in footsteps of what we did for Pandora.
Mm-hmm.
For the pin releases there. Yeah, so it's going to be an exciting summer at Walt Disney World. Jen, what are you most looking forward to? I'm sure it's probably the dance party at Tomorrowland, right?
I just cannot get enough dance parties while I am listening to Carousel of Progress, Walt Disney's own attraction that he worked on. Yeah. I love listening to the dance party there. But no, dance parties are fun. There's something for little kids to do. They, invite you to play with the characters, and I enjoy that. But I think for me, it'll just be seeing all the hard work that was put into Toy Story Land, just bring it to life. Because I know so many people, I have lots of friends who've been working on that project, and just how hard Hollywood Studios has been suffering through only having 4 rides. And just giving some relief for, especially families visiting the park too, because imagine they don't have very many things to do with little kids. And I think this will be a whole new life for this park. So I'm excited. And I'm also excited for Incredibles 2, the movie. I've been excited since that first movie came out to see a second one. So I think that'll be really, really good.
Yeah, that's going to be a great film. So lots of happenings this summer at Walt Disney World. Great time to visit. Let's head over to the West Coast a little bit and talk about Pixar over there. Of course, Pixar Fest begins.
Paint the Night!
Yeah, Paint the Night's returning!
Paint the Night.
Yeah.
Oh, the night. That's like rainbows were shooting out of my eyes. Yeah. I was like crying. Oh. We saw it together.
I know, we did. That was the first time. Yeah, we saw it together. That parade still is probably my favorite parade.
Same.
It's so good. So that's returning to Disneyland Resort. It's going to be at California Adventure, though, this time. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that'll be different.
That comes on April 13th at the start of Pixar Fest. There's going to be a new fireworks show at Disneyland. It's called Together Forever, a Pixar nighttime spectacular.
Tears, like, oh.
I feel like that might be similar to the Disneyland Forever fireworks.
Disneyland Forever was, in my opinion, best fireworks show I've ever seen.
Same.
And I think it's just all the emotions too, like, totally. And then they're playing "Step into the Magic," like, oh my god, like, oh.
There was a lot of emotion in that. I remember we were watching at the end of Main Street at Disneyland, and the first time I saw it, we both looked at each other, and Mark was there, and we were like, "What the heck?" We were like, "Holy crap, that was amazing."
It was, and I think some of Mark's favorite photos are pictures of the back of our heads, and us being like, "Oh."
Yeah, just taking it all in at the end of Main Street.
Yeah. So hopefully, they've released some artwork for it.
Yeah.
For what it's going to look like, and it looks like they're going to utilize some of that projection technology, and that's
on the Main Street buildings on each side.
They showed just on the castle as well some projections, so that'll be really cool.
And then later on in the summer at California Adventure, the whole Pixar Pier, I believe, opens with the Incredicoaster. Yeah, it's the California Screamin' that's been rethemed to the Incredibles, and the whole pier basically is being rethemed to Pixar. So that'll be an exciting time as well. I'm sure we'll have some new pin releases for that.
Oh, I'm sure.
We already did get a preview of the very first Pixar Fest pin that's coming out. That'll debut on April 13th.
Oh, nice.
So that's gonna be cool. That's a limited edition pin. But yeah, it's an exciting time. Lots of happenings at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World. it's going to be a Pixar summer.
Yes, it is.
And
Tokyo Disney Sea even had a Pixar Fest.
Yeah, that's right. I remember the pin for it.
They're still in it right now.
Yeah. Are you going to hit that up when you're there, or is it
I
going to
don't
be
know
over?
that that's still going to be happening because they're going to shift focus more to being like the Easter, because Easter out there, that whole springtime dapper Easter thing is a really big deal, as well as the 35th anniversary of Disneyland out there.
Right.
That's going to be, I think, the push, and that's where all the entertainment is going to center around. So I'm going to buy so much stuff.
Yeah, you're going to be loaded.
It's going to be insane. Duffy and Shelly Mae and Gelatoni are going to get so much stuff. And then I have to buy Stella Lou.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
God.
You should do, whenever you return, you should do a Tokyo Disney haul for YouTube. And show everyone your amazing product.
And everyone will judge me very harshly.
No.
I will buy so much.
People will love you for it.
Oh, God. It's so interesting out there that they just don't have as many pins. Because I was so surprised when I went and I was like, oh, I'm going to get a pin and this, that, because I always like to get pins for everything that I go and do and whatever. Right. And they just don't have a lot out there. It's not a thing.
Yeah, their pin trading scene is...
They don't pin trade. That's not a thing.
Yeah, it's just very...
Like in the park.
It's not there.
No.
I mean, they are into pin trading or pin collecting.
Correct, but not like what we do here.
Right. They just kind of release pins for holidays and certain events, and that's that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, whatever. Yeah. I'll buy these too.
Yeah. At least they have some pins, so that's cool.
Yeah. And they're really much less expensive for the quality than I would expect it to be. Now, again, it's yen to dollars, so take that as you will. But like that 15th anniversary pin I got you was not what I would have thought a pin of that size here would cost. So,
wow. Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, it's going to be an exciting summer, and you got your trip coming up. I'll be there for Toy Story Land.
Oh, yeah.
Lots happening. Stay tuned to DisneyPinsBlog.com. We'll be covering all of it, of course. Let us know. I'm going to start a forum thread for this one. We haven't really brought the conversation over into the forums for the podcast for a while. I know Disney Pin Chat has been active in the forums, but let's bring this topic over to the forums. I'll start a thread for what you're most excited for this summer at Disneyland or Walt Disney World or any international park. And maybe on next week's podcast, I'll read some of them off.
Yeah.
I think that's going to do it for episode number 125. Jen, thanks again for being on.
Oh, always a pleasure.
Always a great time. And hope everyone has a great week. And I'll be back again next week.
Bye.
All right, see ya.